let me do a little good morning briefing. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, everybody. This is Kevin with Bullishbrs, Futures Kevin. What is going on? Looking at ES and NQ, we just had a little bit of a move. So we had 8:30 open, we had durable goods. The reaction was fairly weak. Afterwards, however, we did have a pretty strong move higher. So I'm keeping an eye on the NASDAQ to see how it wants to react to supply, react to this high over here, and also same with ES, right? I want to see, look at the volume is now trying to pick up, but again, volume can only pick up so much pre-market. Gold, we're looking at gold over here too. Now gold I'd be interested in to see shorts if we wanted to hold this level based off of how that 15 looked. This 15-minute candle, it looks like if it wants to dip lower, we might be in for a pullback on gold. Keep an eye on that. Where are we on gold? Bookmap. I mean, sellers are starting to pick up in gold. We do have resistance up here. Tell you what, let's take gold short, but stop loss is tight right at that that previous 27.4180. I'm looking for the supply reject. I don't know, guys. This just isn't an A+ setup. We're really not getting A+ setups right now, and you really got to emphasize the right now because it's still only like 8:50. Market's got plenty of time because it didn't even open yet. This is 27.42. 27.42, pretty strong on crude as a level. So I'm hoping that they could resist this, right? I'm hoping this works as resistance. 41.90. 41.90. So 42 or 41.90 will be my stop loss. So if they break that, I will stop out with them. It's going to break that. That's pretty funny. Now we could reject this high, right? We sweep this high and then reject because we're not breaking that supply zone just yet. I want to see how we react to the zone. If we break it and then reverse or what? But it's definitely building up there. There's the break. We're not double top so far. I did adjust my stop loss a little bit to give it a little room to breathe if it did want to break, but I don't like the consolidation on this point. It does feel like it wants to squeeze before it wants to pop higher. What else we got? We got any setups on anything coming up? Let's see, 1 minute and 25 seconds left in the 5-minute. Crude oil's just been making higher highs, higher lows. Gold, same thing. Yeah, nothing too good right here. There's NASDAQ took out this high, so we can wait to see how the 5 wants to close. But again, my opinion, nothing's looking good right now. And again, it's 8:40. We're not really expecting anything to look good right now. Or it's 8, what time is it? 8:44. So unless gold wants to dump for these last 40 seconds and close how the 15, how I wanted it to, right? Like probably below our entry point, somewhere over here maybe would be great for the 15 to close down here to show that, maybe we're double topping in the supply zone, the 15 might be rejecting. But if it closes above over here somewhere, I'm just going to stop out. 18 seconds left. Sellers are just weak. We don't really have strong selling pressure on gold. Two, one. Yeah, we're going to get the buying pressure and what? I was going to say stop out immediately, but hoping for a tiny pullback. But that's okay. You guys got any questions, please let me know. Let's keep things rolling. You guys want to look over equities, let me know. That'd be cool. Want to look over other futures. You want to look over whatever you guys want. Silver, gold, crude, ES, NQ. ES and NQ have a bit of momentum behind them now, but I really don't see any reason to go long here. I feel like that would just be chasing. I'm looking at gold again, looking at this really heavy level right here, this 27.41.90, 27.42. So a buyer came in, right, absorbed this level. But the question is, do we want to reverse and whoever was grabbing these longs end up trapped, or do we want to continue back higher? We need to see some type of selling coming in. There's an iceberg trying to build up on gold, but it's gone. Okay, a sell bubble starting to form. I'm looking at the delta, was getting a bit weaker too. How's a 30-minute look? 30 closes in 13 minutes, right? So there still is a chance if this 15 wants to push lower for the 30 to close bearish. I have my stop loss right above this white level right here. And yeah, that's sort of where we're at right now. How's the VIX? Take a look at the VIX. Sure thing. So the VIX right now, right, we're looking previous day range is this red line and green line. VIX looks like it's trying to break down south, right, which is bullish for the ES and NQ. But it's not below that previous day low just yet. So I always want VIX to be below previous day low, same as ES being above previous day high. So I know that they're both trending together. They're confirming each other's trends. I think I'm about to get stopped out on gold. Yeah. Two paper cuts so far. Two little paper cuts. So we're hitting previous day high on ES, right? Not hitting previous day low on the VIX. So I would really look for the VIX to push below that low. There's good volume coming in there on gold. Right, so now this might be a breakout. Ooh, good volume and then a pullback. So we're going to wait for the gold to close, but I think we're done with that for now. We're looking at crude's got good strength coming into a supply zone. So there's a 1 hour supply zone on crude. Let's see. So we have our basing candle. We have a strong rejection lower and a couple continuation candles, right? Right into a demand zone. So that is our supply, and it's sort of our halfway mark too, you know, if we're looking at that previous day's range. That falls in the 50 and almost that 61%. So we could add an alert on crude. And just remember, no reason to be jumping the gun early, so no more early trades like that. For whatever reason, I don't know why, whenever I'm streaming, I feel like, gotta get in something for y'all. But that's not the case. Gotta be patient. Gotta be patient. Look at gold trying to push up. Good volume on gold right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's see. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. YouTube guys, don't forget, hit that like button. I do appreciate it. If you guys want to go over anything, let me know. Let me get rid of... There we go. Gold with a nice pump right there. Now, this was the real... That's funny. This is the real level I was looking at, right? Now, anybody who's been in here since the beginning of the stream, I wanted to look for... This is a 30-minute supply zone, and we rejected it once already, right? So the sellers were active in this zone. Last time we got in here, sellers were present. So I wanted to see if we could break this high, and then if sellers are present again in this zone. Now, if they're not, we do have a 4-hour supply zone right above this 30-minute, right? So I'm not really that big on looking for longs on gold right now because of the resistance we're running into. But obviously, right, these shorts didn't work out, so we're going to be extra careful on our entries. We're not going to be trying to jump in and out again. ES and NQ, look, still pushing higher. VIX still pushing lower. And a big reason, one of the bigger reasons the VIX probably isn't at that previous day low is, again, really direct with the volume in the market right now, right? VIX moves off of options volume that expire in the next 30 days. So if options volume is not that impactful right now, we're not going to see the VIX have the biggest moves right now. Potential RBR here on crude rally, base rally. Dollar's going down. Gold had a strong move higher, so we wouldn't look to short right here. It's cool. Tasty Forex joins TradingView as a broker partner. That's cool. How's crude looking? Wow, look at, okay, talk about volume on crude. Look at that buyer right there. Another strong buyer right there. Wow, crude looks good. Crude looks pretty good to the upside. But I already wasted my BS trades, right? I'm calling those my BS trades, my accountability trades. Those are very light risk. Those are half, if not a quarter, not really a quarter, maybe a third or a half of my normal risk on BS trades. Because when I'm entering those BS trades, and I call them that for a reason, right? I'm not entering with confirmation. I'm entering looking for momentum. Now, I call those BS trades because they aren't A+ in my book. And when you enter half size, third size, you're able to add if that momentum is continuing. However, if that momentum starts to fail, you're able to stop out and take a paper cut, right? Those are paper cut trades. It's funny, crude still had good volume to the upside, so I would think it would continue higher. Looking at gold, looking at ES, NQ, still in supply. NQ still in supply. Dollar's trying to push higher. I do the dollar, the USDG, what is that, USDJPY, instead of the dollar. It's because it seemed to have a faster response. Like let's see, this higher low right there. Maybe I should just use the dollar. Yeah, we'll just use the dollar, because you know what? That dollar making a new low a day there, that is bullish on things like gold and crude. So let's do the dollar on that DXY. Okay, here comes gold again, some buying pressure. Crude still buying pressure. Buyers are here this morning, guys. Any more news coming out? What's today's Friday? Yeah, we had the durable goods already. And it really didn't do anything. Alright, taking a look at gold here one more time. I like that for a hangman candle right there, if this candle starts pushing lower on gold. If it breaks that high, okay, it did break that high. Just so I have two questions first. Do you teach this? Do you live trade daily? Yeah, I live trade daily, and yes, I do teach it. I teach, this is Bullish Bears. I teach with Bullish Bears. I also coach as well, Trading Pioneers. My website's not out yet. I'm gonna take that gold short, guys. Probably a little premature on that entry. What's this? 46? 46 will be my stop loss, because that's a pretty strong level of resistance up here. Yes, teach this, sorry. I should have the information right up over here. We're here on YouTube. Catch me at kevin.futures. That's my Instagram handle. Bullish Bears, also Instagram handle. Bullishbrs.com. You can join our community. We have a Discord community. We have a big library of courses and whatnot. I like the sellers are trying to get more aggressive at this point, but we're still sort of struggling, right? So we're going to be patient. How's the 15 look? Would really want a rejection like now, like for the next 3 minutes, just a dump lower. So I'm looking at this resistance overhead. I'm looking at the selling pressure trying to build up here. Negative delta right now. Really want to see that negative delta fly, right? I want to see negative 50, negative 70, negative 100. And I want to see good negative delta. I want to see good selling pressure here. But these buyers keep trying to bring it higher. Really wanted that rejection of that level right there. That buy side liquidity inside supply. Probably target maybe VWAP, next area of consolidation. Depends how the 30-minute wants to close. 15-minute wants to close too. Okay, again, aggressive selling coming in. Not much supporting us right now. So I really do want to see this rejection lower on gold. Now I could move my stop loss and add if this starts to dump lower. But we really need to see that push lower like soon. And see how the sellers keep failing, buyers do keep stepping in there. We have to be very careful on this. But buyers keep pulling. Okay, there's some support. Some support just showed itself for a minute, but then it pulled itself. Regardless, got to be careful on the trade. My exit is still at 58.80, but I'll most likely be moving that down to maybe 54. This 45.60 right here. 45.60 is my stop loss at the moment. If we can start pushing lower for the next minute 40, I really want to see us break this candle right here. If we break below this, I wanted to see a flush lower. The selling pressure is coming in again. But it's keep getting weak there. I don't know. I really want to see this dump, guys. I don't have my market pulse on gold, but the volume again is just very weak right now. At least it's weak to the upside. There's no buying pressure coming in here. So now I'm going to wait for it to close, because now it's really not confirming anything for me. At this point, I really wanted a strong move lower, but the 15 closes in 50 seconds is the same situation we had down here. So if the 15 closes strong up here, I'm going to be exiting the trade no matter what. But what I really wanted was to see if the 15 could dump to somewhere around here. So we have 30 seconds left. Again, not the strongest buying pressure, really no buying pressure, and sellers are trying to step in. So 20 seconds left. We're short gold and being patient. 15 seconds. Bit of a sell bubble right there. 9 seconds. Probably just going to end up getting out of this. We got to say 5 seconds. Moving my stop loss. That way we could sort of let it ride, no stress. So I did like that rejection. Gotta remember though, buyers have been stronger today on gold. My entry price is the supply zone. So again, I'm keeping my stop loss 44.60. 44.60, like right up, right here, 45.20, I'm so sorry, 45.20, right up here. So we're gonna hold these gold shorts. Not the biggest fan of the 30-minute closed, very bullish. 45, same thing. I'm gonna get out of these and some momentum. There we go, nice little drop right there. Nice, great supply trade. I'm gonna get out right there, guys. Call that a scalp. Really not looking to continue to hold that trade because the higher time frame was still, in a way, suggesting bullish, right? So because of that, and because now we're hitting this 5-minute imbalance too, I'm locking in my gains on a counter trend trade. So yes, I'm locking in way early, but because I was able to tighten my stop loss, because I was able to recognize market structure, if this reverses now, then I'm not locking in early, I'm locking in perfect, and I'm understanding that, listen, we are making higher highs, we're coming out of this demand zone, we are hitting, this is a 30-minute supply zone, and we rejected this buy-side liquidity too, right? So that's why we were able to get a really nice pinpoint entry on gold. But I did get out here. You know, if we do break this fair value gap, I might look for a new 5-minute fair value gap to form over here, or some other type of setup as well. Other than that, I'm really not sure if sellers want to continue this move. I'm looking at the delta right now. Delta's right down here, guys. This is bookmap on our left-hand side. This is the delta chart, right? This is the footprint chart. So we have, I'm going to show you. So these levels, these volume levels right here, this is the footprint chart. So that shows the bid versus the ask. Now I have it where the chart does the math for me and tells me if it's a negative delta or a positive delta. And it also shows me the volume on that shelf as well for volume price at that time. How great is that? So I'm not using the candlesticks at that point. At that point, I'm using selling pressure and my supply zone, right? So I'm looking for things to confirm what I see. So that was a pretty good comeback trade right there. Again, great entry so far. If we do break lower, that's fine. We will look for a re-entry. But right now, sellers are starting to get weaker. We see sellers are starting to get weaker. And then we put our heat map on to, again, add an extra layer of confirmation. This heavy level right here working as resistance in supply with selling pressure stepping in. Bunch of confirmations right there. Did I just get... Oh, crude. You're supposed to tell me, crude. Crude will wait. What time is it, guys? 9:03. We're getting there. We're getting there. So that was a pretty solid trade on gold. I will say, obviously, I do think it might want to continue lower because there's really not much buying pressure stepping in. But I am out of the gold short already. Pretty nice trade. We'll look for a re-entry if we want to continue. Just got to be careful of this next pivot right here, right? Now, this might not look like a pivot, right? This might just look like another down wick. But if we're looking at the candles, see how it's green candles, red candles, and green candles? Well, now if I look at the 1 minute, right, a lower time frame than this. Oh, it's not showing it too well. But it normally will show, you know, lower time frame, that pivot a lot more clearly. Like if we're looking at an hourly, and again, this doesn't really look like a pivot. This is more of, let's see, this would be more of a pivot. This would be more of a pivot. I guess this would be a pivot. But you look at something like the 15, and again, it's just a bit more clear, right? So the lower time frames, higher time frames are always working together, and they're always confirming the move, I should say. So that was okay negative deltas coming out of supply. Again, though, we hit that 5-minute fair value gap. Even hit this 1-minute order block. Trying to pull back. We have another 1-minute imbalance right here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. What is... I'm trying to find Discord. Gotta bring Discord up. There you guys are. Beautiful. Morning, Clove. Morning, Kev. E. Marcel. Nicole, what's going on, everybody?
Morning, Kevin. How are you, man?
Doing good, dude. Doing good. How about yourself?
Doing good. Just ready for the weekend.
Awesome, man. I know, me too. Me too. A long weekend is needed. But it's not here. It's just a long weekend as in the 2 weeks the 2 days we get anyways. Alright, let's see. So yeah, look at gold continuing, man. Definitely hate to see it. No, I'm just kidding. We had the right analysis on it. We had a great entry on it with that buy side liquidity, right? So again, all these confirmations, adding all these reasons to have taken that trade, and to even have maybe even taken it heavier, right? Or right, yeah, I would just take it heavier. So we had supply. Oh, it's black. Hold up. We had a supply zone. So that's 1. We had a... What is it? We had 2. We had the buy side liquidity. There's a lower time frame. It's like a 1 hour lower time frame. I will consider a 1 hour a lower time frame. Hey, good morning, Wes. What's going on? Happy Friday. So we had supply, we had buy side liquidity, and then we had our confirmations on Bookmap, right? We had a strong level of resistance, heat map resistance, heat map res. Let's move this over a little bit. What else? I'm pretty sure was the dollar pushing higher? No, dollar wasn't pushing higher. So we had supply, buy side liquidity, heat map resistance, and then we also had selling pressure, right? So selling pressure. And it wasn't just selling pressure, guys. It was selling pressure in supply. So again, we don't have just selling pressure to take a short. Oh my goodness. Oh, don't make me kick myself, gold. Yeah, it looks ready to nosedive. That's nuts. Definitely got out too soon. Got to recognize, when to hold these A+ setups versus when not to. I convinced myself to exit, so it is what it is, but it was still a great trade. So supply, buy side liquidity, heat map resistance, selling pressure, tons of confirmations, tons of reasons, and I was able to have a pretty tight stop loss. Now let's take a look at crude, which also rejected a supply zone, a 1 hour supply zone on crude, and it hasn't really been creating much support on its way higher. So let's take a look at crude and see if we see the same thing, right? How is buying versus selling pressure on crude? And how's a 15-minute time frame? Let's do our time frame analysis too. Do everything, set it up. Looking at 30-minute, 90, 1 hour, 1 hour still looked bullish on gold, so again, sort of a reason I was a bit worried to hold that short trade. Same with the crude, right? Now, to look at a time frame and understand a bias, you really don't have to make it that complex, right? Look for previous highs and lows, right? Understand where the range is, and then if you want to know the momentum behind what's going on in the price action right now, look at the previous candles, right? Look at this previous 1 hour time frame, this 1 hour candle on crude. That's a strong candle. How often do you guys see a reversal after a strong candle like that? Very rarely. Now, guess what? It doesn't never happen, because it will happen. Because when this happens, if we get a push lower on this 1 hour and it closes down here and it looks funky, well, there's a good chance maybe on the 90-minute or the 2 hour that it did create that supply zone if we want to continue. So again, time frame analysis, understanding and being able to switch between time frames is huge. Wow, gold. Gold, don't you go breaking my heart. Do. Original target was down here. Ouch. That selling pressure's looking good on gold, but like, yo, look at this. You get in down here. Where's your stop loss? How much are you risking? You don't know any of that. That's why I call those BS trades. This is a great trade. Great trades need to be executed a bit heavier. I didn't do it this time because of the BS trades, and that's why BS trades are even worse. Because not only are you losing a little bit because you have good risk management, but the mental toll makes you question your next trade. But if your next trade is an A+ setup like this gold trade was, you're gonna worry, you're gonna question it, you're gonna da. I'm glad I still took the trade and still had a nice little profit on that. But the amount left on the table, right, was so far a lot, right? It was from there to there, double right now, right? And we don't know if we're you're probably gonna continue. It's good selling pressure. We look at the delta, guys, -142, -112, -137. Those negatives started up in supply at that resistance. So again, I'm not gonna be chasing this. That was a great entry. Pretty bad exit. But I had reasoning for the exit. I'm not complaining. I'm not too worried. And it's still pre-market. I'm not a big fan of trading pre-market anyways. But excuses will keep you where you are. Make the difference. Only one person will make a difference in your trading. And that is you. And that's for sure. You get a mentor. You get anything you want. Communities, those will help you if you allow them. But if you're holding yourself back, it doesn't matter if you're meeting the king of the markets. If you're mentally held back by something, some underlying factor, risk component, maybe you're still risking too much, so when you take a loss, it feels too heavy, whatever it might be, you have to, if you can't acknowledge it right now, journal your trades and journal the results, and then you'll be able to look at your journals and recognize patterns, right? And that's why journaling is so important too. Why'd I get rid of the tool? Yeah, look at strong selling, -54, -21. I almost want to grab this short right here because of that selling pressure. Because remember, this isn't time frame analysis. This is price action analysis on bookmap and heat map. So even though this 5 looks extended, the price action, -54, -20, this is still building up to the downside. Let's say we took those shorts at -27, 40.1. Look at that. We just got 4 ticks real quick for us. But we're going to be patient. We ain't looking for that. Let's see. Don't forget YouTube, hit that like button. Discord, let me get, where's Discord at? How are you guys doing this morning? Cabo Fisher, what's going on, man? Concerned Trader, Ironclay, good morning, guys. KT, what's up? What is up? Yo, beautiful drop on silver too, guys. Wow, I really do think this might want to go to demand. That's insane. That's insane.
Pushing up.
That's wild. What are we doing on ESNQ? Oh, okay. Wow, gold. Oh, man. Nothing a little 20-1 wouldn't fix. That's crazy, man. That's something, dude. I think first target was near VWAP. I wanted the consolidation, but that's alright. That's also why you know what these fair value gaps, fair value nonsense. No, but they're okay if they're true imbalances. This fair value gap, this random 5-minute right here, it doesn't have a 1-minute with it. It didn't have a 15-minute with it. The 5-minute is way right here. So it didn't have a 15-minute fair value gap. Now when I'm looking for real fair value gaps, proper imbalances, especially on a 5-minute, then I need a 15 minute to line up on it, right? I want a higher time frame imbalance to reassure my lower time frame imbalance, because as we see on this individual 5-minute imbalance, the market knew, hey, I'm going to fake out for a second. I'm going to wick a little bit. I'm going to pull back a bit, because guess what? This was technically an imbalance. There were unfilled orders there, and we did get a reaction there. Proper reaction, how the market moves. But it didn't reverse there. And that's when we have to be able to recognize, when are we reversing at a fair value gap? When are we holding it? Or when are we pushing right through it? And this was, I will admit, bad analysis on my part, which had me exit this trade too early. Again, still great entry, still great trade, just poor exit. But, yeah, looking at the 5-minute, we got the rejection candle I was looking for off of this key level. And that should have been my ad right there. It should have been my ad with a hard stop at the highs, which would have given me a setup like that. And that's how we could take buy-side liquidity outside of, inside of supply, right? So once we reject it and push lower, we want to enter on that close and keep our stop loss pretty close, if not super tight. Wow, gold. Gold, you're killing me, gold. Could have had a real nice weekend, gold, but no. I'm just kidding. Market hasn't even opened yet. The fun hasn't even begun. How's a 15-minute looking ES and NQ? What time is it? I'm so hungry right now. I'm hungry, I'm thirsty. I've been rambling for like 30 minutes now. Gold's juking me out left and right. No, I'm just kidding. Gold was beautiful. Guys, look, so we see ES has been moving higher. Even though I noted, VIX isn't below previous day low, but ES was still above that previous day high. Oh, where are we? Yeah, it was struggling though. It's struggling a bit, but still making another high of day on ES, trying to make a new low a day on VIX. So things are still running smoother. All right, gold. I get it. I get it, gold. Be laughing at the bank if we were holding this whole one on. Anybody get that 50-cent reference? I'm too bored. Let's take a look at our equities, right? Because eventually we're going to be trading ES and NQ once the market does open in 12 minutes. No, guys, I'm going to wrap the stream. No, I'm just kidding. So we got Microsoft above previous day high pre-market. Meta above previous day high pre-market. Obviously, Tesla's within that range. Tesla was bonkers because of earnings. Nvidia in between that range, and weighted index above that previous day's range. So bullish for the moment, ES and NQ still, right? Still bullish on those. And it's funny, I was saying too on gold, we didn't really have much support under us, right? When I say support, I mean like demands forming, If we're pushing higher, we should be creating some demand zones, right? That's where buying is accumulated. If we're not creating demand zones and we're just chopping our way higher, that could have been crap volume, right? We could be looking for a push lower. But that is something, dude. And this level, right, using heat map, using book map, we could find strong levels to target. But look, at this point, when we took this short, we really didn't have any lower targets. We just had resistance. But while price was developing, this level has shown itself. 2736.50. And that's right down over here. Guys, give me like not even 5 minutes, that's crazy. Give me like 2 minutes. Alright, 2 minutes. Thirsty as hell. Drink some water, stay hydrated. So sorry about that. Oh, we had that imbalance right there. Not the strongest. Oh, you know what? Where's that 0? Look at this move right here, guys. See this? See the 0 tick right here? How the delta, and then the volume, this is 0 right here. That's like a 0 tick. A lot of times those are real imbalances. Price moved without filling anything at that point. We did come back into it right here, very low size, and then we used it one more time as resistance in a 5-minute fair value gap. So yeah, that looks okay. Wow, A+ on gold. That's an A+ short setup. Going in the books. Going heavier on it next time. And you know, that's sort of that's sort of how we gotta trade. You know, we gotta understand what's an A+ setup, size appropriately, and size well, right? So if we have an A+ setup, size at a tier 1. If we have a B setup, size at a tier 2, right? So risk maybe 300, then risk maybe 200, and then a BS trade risk 100. That way, you know, you're still looking for 3 to 1 risks to reward, and you're still letting those really good trades win. Held that gold. Yo, Kevin, you held that gold trade? Get out of town. That's great. I'm not a fan of the weird volume that just hit, that just like wicked us. It did hit that level of support, that 27.3750 I mentioned. So I would definitely be a bit careful. Maybe wait for this 5 to close, if not close soon. But yo, great job, bro. What else? Tanisha, how you doing, Tanisha? Michael, what's going on, Michael? Any trades by you guys? Any questions? What's going on? How you guys doing? Frank the Tank, what's up, Frank the Tank? Y'all let me know what's going on, Cabo Fisher. Don't forget, if you're commenting, make sure you comment in the main chat, not this little live stream chat, because that's where I see the chats. Yo, great hold, Kevin, on that short. What's crude doing? Oh, crude with the retest of supply. Bring crude up on heat map. But now we could see that selling pressure was, it's not really that much weaker, actually. No trades yet, just waiting for market open. Good work. It's very smart. Good stuff. Good stuff. Usually I'm the same way. One of my rules, you know, only trade that market open. Just recently, I opened it to trading between 8:30 to 11 instead of 9:30 to 11, because sometimes we will get those moves like we see here on gold pre-market, right? Because gold doesn't really use the volume we see when markets open, you know, in comparison, right? We're not seeing gold options. Nobody's really trading gold like they trade SPY, so it's not going to see that big of a difference. So price action could sort of move around almost, I don't want to say whenever, but it has a better chance than something like the ES and NQ. No trades yet today, but watching QQQ for options open. That's awesome. Tanisha, just so you know, when we're looking at the NASDAQ, right, the NQ, that is the same as the QQQ. You might know this already. It is the same as the QQQ, obviously, except for the price. The NQ is at 20,497. I believe QQQ is at 495, so it almost seems like it's a fifth? 50th? I don't know the math on that right now, but the price action is all the same. The NASDAQ is the futures equivalent of the QQQ. So when we look for, if I was trading options, I would still be charting out the NASDAQ, because the NASDAQ futures are open 23 hours a day and have volume 23 hours a day. The SPY and QQQ options and index is only open when market is open. So look, you see how price is being accepted at these highs on the footprint? buyer high at 48.39, 22, 25. So buyers are definitely trying their best here on crude. Problem is we are still in a supply zone, right? And they keep trying, they keep getting they keep failing. However, the selling pressure hasn't been too strong on this candle just yet. Awesome, awesome. Good stuff, everybody. Good stuff. Look at that. Right price acceptance. Buying delta. Green. Pushing higher. Great, 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 great. 132 right there at that heavy level. Remember, 139 now down there. Support's trying to build up. That doesn't look bad on crude. Boom, look at that. Would have been a nice little scalp there for like 5, 6, 7, 8 ticks. Nice move right there. And again, guys, this is the time frame. This isn't time frame analysis. Now we're looking at. Oh, I just realized my camera's down on YouTube. Now we're looking at the order flow analysis. We're looking at the volume. So this could happen at any point. It doesn't have to be, oh, it's a new 5-minute candle. This doesn't care what time frame we're on. This just shows our order flow, our analysis, our volume analysis. So using that, we would be able to see strong buying stepping in here, maybe take this scalp up to 71.20, 71.29, 28. You know, wherever we're looking to scalp it to, with, you know, a pretty tight stop loss probably at that recent pivot. And we could look for targets. These heavy levels need heavy volume to push through them. This resistance, when we have a strong level on heat map above us, that's a passive seller, right? So we have passive sellers need aggressive buyers to push through that. We got that at this level. Looks like we're trying to get that at this level. But right now we're starting to pull back a little bit, right? We would need to see another very heavy order come in. So this positive 40, we would look for maybe a positive 80. You know, we had positive 139, positive 185, so we would want to see positive maybe 80, positive 120, something strong like that. Now NASDAQ is in a supply zone. We have about a minute till market opens. Guys, we did it. We made it. And I'm tired. Alright, let's bring NASDAQ up here now. Look at this heavy level right here of support on NASDAQ. Wow, it's 491 for a while. 491. 491, 492, 491 right there. We had 247 lot seller, 187 lots, and it held. 350 lots, and it held. So they're trying to break it through that level, but somebody's absorbing it. This passive buyer is absorbing it. But look how aggressive the selling is. It's taking away the zone. It's really trying to reject here. 20 seconds till market opens. Okay, cool, Tanisha, that's cool. Very cool. Good, it's good to follow the futures. Like I said, it's good to follow the futures even if you're trading the options. Look at all these sellers that tried to step in here. Now let's see if we want to take out that pre-market high for a potential stop hunt for anybody trying to take that breakout. Buying pressure, there's that stop hunt. Now we see how we react to that zone. Do we want to continue higher? Do we want to push back lower? Price is being accepted up here. Very strong level, 252. Yeah, 525 right there. Boom, right through it. Right through it. Aggressive buy right there, 225. Just being patient right now. Market just opened. Not looking to enter anything. Would consider a short if we stayed lower, but it does look like price is trying to be accepted at these highs up here. So we're going to be patient Let the market play out. We are in a supply zone on NASDAQ right now. Are we in anything on ES? Not just yet. I almost want to try this short just because we're in that supply zone and the sellers are trying to hold. But I don't want to go short just for it to blow through supply. So we're going to be patient. We're going to sort of let it play around a bit. Market just opened. No reason to be jumping the gun on to anything. And we will wait. Tanisha, if you need any help guidance-wise, or anybody here too, YouTube, Discord-wise, on like getting started with futures trading, where you should get started and how you should get started, definitely let me know. Probably recommend a prop firm for you to get started with. They're the cheapest route for beginner traders, and it gives you the opportunity to get real payouts. So would definitely recommend a good prop firm, get you on a good TradingView account, get some stuff going for you. Crude is still in the supply zone. I'm looking here at gold right now too. Kev, you still in that gold trade? Yep, price pushing higher on NASDAQ right there. Glad I wasn't just trying to short because supply's there. Nope. We'll use the order flow. We used Bookmap. And we recognized that the buying pressure was strong, price was being accepted. Now we wait. Anything on gold? MJ Trader, Vito, Nicole, what's going on, guys? How are you guys doing today? Whoa, crude just got some wild selling right there. This one right here, 1971.19. Oh wait, zero tick right there, maybe. The 45 closes in 11 minutes, 15. I'd want to go short on crude somewhere over here. This 71.18, if the 71.18 flips red, but the higher time frames aren't telling me to go short crude, except maybe the 2 hour could still close. But 15, 30 minute, I mean, again, I guess the 15's been choppy on its way up, but the 15, this could be a basing candle right here, pump, and then continuation if this 15 pushes back higher on the, so we're going to be a little patient. Not in gold, got out 27.40, 27.40. Nice, dude, good job. Great trade. Definitely a better exit than me. Let's see. Hey, good morning, Vito. What's up, man? What's up? What's up? What time is it? NQ breaking supply. I'm not looking for a breakout trade here. Gold low-key looks like it wants to continue. Did I just say low-key? God, I'm tired. Look at the buying pressure we're getting right now. That's great buying pressure. Wow. Okay. I was wrong. That would have been a great scalp right there. Really good buying pressure. 330, 236, 240, you know, and that's buying pressure we can see on the tape. That's not hidden in the market. That's volume. And we can see that with tools like Bookmap or, what's the one Sig uses? Footprint. I'm thinking of taking crude short here, but I almost want to do gold instead. But let me see crude. I'm gonna be patient. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know. Like I said, that higher time frame wasn't too ideal, but we are rejecting out of supply right now. You know what? I gotta get the delta information on the bottom of the chart on crude over here. So we're gonna go to footprint. We're gonna come down to that. So that's gonna show me the delta per section. So right now this is per 5-minute range. So the delta on the last crude oil 5-minute candle was -71. The delta on this 5-minute candle at the moment is -79. It's definitely more negative than the other one. Before that though, we were positive 695. That was a very strong move. That was from 925, 245. What am I talking about? Hey, good morning, Alex. What's going on? Good morning, everybody. Any 0 ticks? Not really seeing much. This was resistance right here, 71.17, 71.18-ish. But again, it's just sort of chopping its way up. I don't really want to be trying to grab every short because look at every other short. It popped. Gold. We took a nice short on gold earlier. I don't know why the tools keep disappearing. But, got out early on it. A little way too early. But depending on the volume analysis, not volume analysis, keep doing that too. So there's two types of yo, what's going on, Brandon? Good morning. The two types of analysis that I focus on that help me trade. My time frame analysis and then the volume analysis. Trading views for my charting and my time frame analysis. When I say time frame analysis, I mean different candlesticks on different time frames. When I say volume analysis, I mean using a tool like Bookmap that shows me volume, not just, these volume bars down. Where's my mouse? Volume bars down here. Those volume bars don't really tell me much. Sometimes they can, right? This big rejection right there in supply, that tells you there's good volume in that candle, but it doesn't tell you if it's buying volume. It doesn't tell you if it's selling volume. It just says there's volume. Whereas you use something like Bookmap, where even if you don't have the footprint on and you just use the bubbles and the lower grid volume, you could see that too. You could see the aggressive sellers are the volume bubbles, and then the passive buyers and sellers are the heavy levels we see on the heat map. So it's shown for us. It shows us everything. Let's see. Gold. Where's gold's previous day high and previous day low? Not even close to it right now. Alright, that was the reasons for that trade. Oh, and look, guys, so if you're doing previous day highs, previous day lows, so if you mark them out yourself, this is why I like marking them out myself versus using an indicator. You're visually seeing where the range is going. So yesterday's range was right here, so now I see that the range is getting tighter. Okay, so now I could look for these levels, look for a reaction, look for any type of zones at those levels. Previous day highs all the way up here. Previous day lows all the way down there. We're range bound right now. Now we could see, maybe, are we going to reject a high again on gold? And remain in that supply? That was a strong 5 minutes to the upside, so we're going to leave gold alone. Crude also, trying to push through supply, very choppy. Anything giving us anything good at the moment? I don't see anything. Anything too ideal, I should say. We do have the weighted index pushing higher. We do have equities pushing higher. Microsoft made a new high a day for the past few 5-minute candles. Same with Apple, though Apple's rejecting that previous day's high right now, this green line. So the reason it's funny, I say I don't use the indicator, but that's really for my futures because I chart futures every morning and I want to know what's going on with those. Whereas equities and even the VIX, I'll put an indicator on those so I don't have to sit here and chart out 7 previous day highs and lows. because that will still help me. I still want to know previous day high and low for the equities, so I know if we should be expecting a continuation higher, continuation lower, or range bound price action. And I even use that on the weighted index too. The weighted index, gotta add that to my programo. Let's see. What's the Renko chart working on? It's a good question. From yesterday. Let's ask him. Do you mean what's it working on, like volume wise? Like what's it reflecting?
All right, Kevin. I didn't mean to confuse you, man. That's what Jeremy was just talking about yesterday, in the Renko chart and all of that. And so I was just curious how it was working today. That was it.
Gotcha. I know, I'm curious too. He said it was really great yesterday, so I'm curious if it's still really great.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, man. That's why I typed it on the main chat.
No, bro, you're good. I didn't know if, because I was talking about like volume analysis versus time analysis. I didn't know if you were asking like what's the Renko chart move on, like what's the price action behind
gotcha.
it. But
Got you.
yeah, let's see. Renko. Heikinashi. I've heard more success stories about Heikinashi than Renko. Let's see. We wouldn't have had that entry till like over here. I don't even know how it would have worked. So weird. What else? Heikinashi, Renko. Interesting. It didn't even hit that. What? That's weird. Renko has a different high? I don't know, man. I'll stick to my candles. Thank you very much. My candles. Good buying pressure. Obviously, look at buyers accepting price higher. NASDAQ. Longs are the way this morning. Looking at ES right now. See if we find any entries. No, 15 closes in 30 seconds. We're even better off waiting for the next 15-minute candle to close to see if it wants to continue higher to give us an imbalance re-entry, or if we do want to pull back for a bit to give us an entry. Right now, let's see. There we go. There's a 5-minute imbalance entry right there. That's inside that broken supply zone. Current setup I'm looking for. An NQ. Should I put the NASDAQ here? I think I'll put the NASDAQ there. Let's see. Yes, getting close to a 1-hour supply zone. Good buying pressure. Not much resistance inside of it until 58.88 on Bookmap, but the resistance is quite light today. Yo, good morning YouTube. What's going on, guys? Hit that like button. Let me know if you guys are taking any trades right now, or if you want to see anything. VIX below that previous day low. See how VIX opened at 9:30 and it was at a way different spot. It sort of gapped down. That's why the VIX isn't that helpful pre-market, right? It's not going to move right. If you want pre-market, you could use the VIX. I'm sorry, the /VX. That's the futures index of the VIX. What do we get here? Anything? No. Wow. Interesting. VIX is below key level, but still at that key level. Real good buying pressure. I'm gonna wait. ES is in supply. Let's see how ES reacts in the supply zone, guys. That selling pressure starting to set in, but still better buying pressure. We see that with the delta. Okay, so now when I zoom, it sets the increments smaller or larger. So look, buying pressure started to get weaker. 196, 350 was the most recent big one. There we go. 300, 350. There it is. 360. Good. Good. 400. Nice. I am not in any trades right now. Tesla's popping off. Microsoft new high today. Apple big wick off of VWAP. Weighted index pushing higher. Very big buyer right there on NASDAQ at that high we just made. Nice. Beautiful. Wow. That's something. Yo, good morning, Globetrotter17. What's going on, man? Absolutely, dude. It's my pleasure. Picking leaves in Central Park, bro. Have fun, enjoy. That sounds like a ball. Sounds like a ton of fun. Have fun, man. Be safe, though. Alright, let's see.
News at 10, I think.
I thought it was at 8:30. I don't think we have news at 10. Let me see. Oh, yeah, okay. Michigan consumer sentiment.
We got some people cheaping teeth after that, too.
Yep, good call. Michigan consumer sentiment. Great call. Who was that? I think that was
Good old E. Marcel right here, man.
Yes, sir. Good job, bro. Good work. Great call. I'm curious as to how we'll react. We literally wicked a supply zone right here on NQ and ES, right? But that's, crazy buying. 542 lots right there. Aggressive delta, I should say, at 58.86.50. Look at that. That's something. We're going to be patient. Buyers are strong. All morning right now. Gonna give us one more push. Yo, go away. Dude, why won't that go away? Love it. Awesome. Where's the information tool? I think that'll make it work. Bro. Alright, it'll fix itself, hopefully. There we go. Oh, book map. Oh, what's that? That's gold. What's gold doing? Gold's chopping around. Yes, NQ strengthens the supply, staying patient. Still looking for, I'd love to see a pullback to here. And guys, guess what? It's 9:50. We might not get that pullback into there till 10:30, 11, 11:30 maybe. If we even get a pullback into there, right? So we got to be patient. We got to wait. You know, previous day high, previous day low. We're far above it. We're definitely bullish today right now, at least. We're hitting a major pivot right here. Look at the divergence. NASDAQ took this high out. ES did not take that high out. So now we have some more closer divergence on ES and NQ. Here's that buying pressure on NASDAQ again. 160, 220, ba 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 ba, ba ba boom. Sellers keep trying to hold it at the moment. 15-minute time frame, keeping an eye on the 15, the 30. It's starting to look like we're stacking up for the shorts. Market's been a bit too strong in my opinion. I'm looking at ES right now, is also trying to go short on the order block. I'm sorry, on the icebergs. But, I mean, buyers are getting weak. If we get a break, I might take a short ES, very tight stop loss. Let's see. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. $58.87.50 iceberg order right there. Icebergs ahead. It's so lame. Look at crude made its way back up again. Gold again still just chopping. NQES popping like it's hot. Damn, you guys hear the typing? I gotta fix that. Maybe my gain. Lower that. VIX is still below previous day low. Still trying to push lower too. Gold with a nice push. Gold with a nice push, but the selling pressure did get a bit weak. Other than this negative 35 down here, I would want to see negative 30 over here in continuation, negative 30 over here in continuation. This is just weak selling right now. The 5 does close in a few minutes, so if we do continue after this negative 35 back lower, I would probably consider a scalp short on gold. Because I want to see if we could run these lows. ES and NQ, still just more bullish than bearish right now. Gold looking good to continue. Definitely considering taking a scalp short on gold here. I'm just not going to. I don't know. It might work out. It might not. I'm just not taking it. Because right now we're at the bottom of this current range we're in. This was a great sell candle, but we really didn't have good selling pressure, right? So you see this negative 36, it had some continuation, but then it got really weak. I would want to see negative 36, continuation, another negative 30, another negative whatever, but it's just very weak. I want to see selling pressure. Look at this positive 63 delta right there. Positive 63 is way more delta than these. More than some of these combined. So, no confirmation on that. It's not confirming what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing is a strong sell-off on the 5-minute. But what's confirming is that we're still in a range. And I might be wrong. It might dump lower, right? So we're just going to have to see. I'm going to see how we react to this level down here. Coming right back into it. We got a positive 64. This delta is positive on this current 5-minute we're in right now. Sell iceberg right there. Again, it feels good for a short scalp on gold. You don't really, you go with that and it's where's your stop loss? And then it's like it hits your stop loss and guess what? It'll probably continue that, right? Isn't that how it always works? Hits your stop loss, then it continues. So if that's the case, be extra patient. Wait for that A+ setup. Wait for a buy side liquidity sweep like we had up here. For the 1 minute, any imbalances? Don't really see. Right here. This little gap right there. See that as an imbalance. That is 27, 40, 60. 40, 60 is right up here where that very low volume node is. Buying pressure continuing, ES and NQ. 15 minutes soaring right now. Oh, news, right, news at 10, news in 2 minutes. Thank you, E. Marcel, thank you, Alex, that's right. And watch, guys, you know what, too? If, God forbid, nobody reminded me, or I didn't look, or whatever, then, you know, Bookmap, they're going to pull if we're going to get very volatile, all these orders we see, these darker orders, as we see they already started to pull them, they're going to pull them off the books. They don't want to be in any passive buyers down here, any passive sellers down here, because they're anticipating that wick. They're anticipating that crazy move. What is this, NASDAQ right now? The 1 hour supply zone we're in right now is also a 6 hour supply zone, and I was really anticipating a pullback from that area. Not getting that at the moment. Another key level I'm going to be keeping an eye on is 20,680. News in about 1 minute and 14. 20,680 is going to be right up here on Bookmap. I'm going to mark that out with a rectangle because I'm cool like that. And we're going to see how we react. So cool. What a cool rectangle. Edit this drawing. Edit. Fill. Where's the fill? Whoa, what just happened? That was weird. Oh yeah, I guess why would I want it to be filled in? Alrighty.
Man, I looked away and he said, "What just happened?" And I'm like, "What is going on? Did we just have a major dump?"
There we go. See that? See that? They take everything off
Smash
the
me the
books. Starting to get a reaction right now. Alright, that's it, guys. Full port short before news. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Gold trade and NQ scalp now off to work. Yo, have a great. Oh, is Kevin still here? Oh no, he dipped. Have a great day, Kevin. Good job today. Alright, there's that news. I want to see if we could react to this 20,680 up here. Oh, there's gold too. That level I was looking at. What up, Amity? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. I want to get in talks with TradingView and Bookmap, and I gotta get them to link up somehow. Like where you move a chart here and it moves it over here. How cool would that be? But I don't know if they'd be able to do that. I was thinking though, I know Trado, nope, was it Top Step, the broker, they have a Top Step trading platform, but I'm pretty sure they just use TradingView and they have like a partnership with them. So I wonder if Bookmap could have some type of partnership where they give you a candlestick chart in the top left over here or something like that. What do you guys think? Give me feedback on that. What do you guys think of that? Because my whole thing is I have to get Bookmap over here, I have to get my charts over here. But if I had NQ and then an NQ chart, that would be great. And then if I clicked over to gold and had my gold chart, that'd be great. What do you guys think? Because then too, I could have two book maps up at the same time because I'd have the charts up on them. Oh, gold, NQ. Yeah, right? That'd be cool. I think so. Alright, breaking through that 80. I want to see how we react to this. I would really consider taking a short if we started to reject it. But, like, reject it really well. Like, not hezzy, no hezzy BS. No hezzy BSy. Selling did start to, Alright, we're going to try one short NQ. Stop loss, though, is going to be pretty tight. It might just run and stop me out right now, actually. And that's okay if it does. I want to see if this buying's weak enough. 700 looks strong. 700's going to be my stop loss. Oof, yeah, it might run to it. We're going to be a little careful with our stop. Mm, 701 to play it safe, I suppose. But not giving us the rejection I'm looking for just yet. We're still in a supply. If you guys want to take any type of trade, I would definitely recommend be patient. Maybe wait for a 5-minute close. These buyers are still strong unless you are trying to go long right now, right? Because that's continuing trend. Me, I'm trying to counter trend this because we're in a supply zone and rejecting what I marked out as a buy side liquidity. So even though, yes, I'm trying to jump in a bit early, I saw some signs of selling pressure. You know, buyers, there is a buyer there, but I saw the selling pressure. So that's why I jumped in. I know where my stop loss is, and I know how much I'm risking on this trade. And I know how much my reward is on this trade. Now, this looks more like selling to me, but ES has better buying pressure right now. So I'm going to be a bit patient, a bit careful. Apple's making new high today, Nvidia's making new high today. We have a minute 18 left in the 5. I'd love to see that reaction back lower now to trap anybody who might be chasing this 5-minute close. Okay, some selling pressure. Want to see aggressive sellers. This negative 50, I want to see that start to fly higher too. Okay, good. Great. Stupendous. Moving my stop loss to 97. Right, so moving my stop loss down a little bit. Entry was over here. And it could still just push back up. We're going to be patient. We have 50 seconds left for the 5 to close. We're in one NQ short right now. ES, I think ES is pumping right now though. No, it's not. That was something else. 30 seconds left. Buying pressure's trying to step back in again. Stop loss is at 96 right now. So right, if we do want to continue back higher, I'm just going to stop right out. We have 17 seconds left on the 5-minute. I want to see us close below this white level. If we don't, we'll most likely look for a stop out. 7 seconds. Did it close below it? I mean, it closed below it. How's the 15 look? 30. We'll hold until it either hits our stop loss or hits our take profit. Here's our market pulse. I want to see that selling pressure on market pulse. I almost want to cut it here to scalp it in case that buying pressure continues, because there's no saying where the high is, there's no saying where the low is right now, right? We can't try to short the highs, right? We got to be careful. Okay. Nice. That's a good seller right there. Okay, let's see if that wants to continue now. Wow, good move right there. Okay, let's see. But we're hitting that broken supply zone now, right? And buyers have been winning all day. So we have to be extremely careful. Because that 5 minute didn't look like a reversal candle. But that 15 didn't create a lower wick, and neither did the 15 before it. Neither did the 30. But we'll see. Okay. Sellers are trying to step in. Yes, also weak. I like to see that too. 334 left. So remember, I wanted to pull back to this 535 level to enter long. So if we get this short entry up here, and then we do pull back to that entry long, we might be able to take this short. But again, I really want to be careful. The market has been stronger to the upside. You cannot be trying to be the first seller. Definitely liking the selling pressure more to the downside, but buyers are trying to hold it. Give me 1 second, guys. Take this call.
Kevin, you might be on mute, man.
Right,
All good.
let's
I
see.
just saw your mouse moving around. All good. Just didn't know.
I got out of that short This was the entry. Got out of the short. I was looking to see if we have a re-entry for a possible short. If we do stay below this low over here. High volatility, some crazy wicks. I liked the selling pressure more. It was more aggressive to the sell side, but buyers have been bringing us higher today. Wow, look at gold popped up. There we go, gold. All right, gold hitting a 4-hour supply. Give me a sec. Jesus. Hey. Oh, man. Alright, well, let's see. I like the 0 node where we're at right here on NQ for possible shorts. But it's hard shorting with us holding so well. I'm going to give it a shot short. I'm really not a big fan of it, to be honest. So stop loss is going to be at 78. So like a 15-point stop, very tight stop on NASDAQ. And as we know, NASDAQ is notorious for the stop hunts. But I'm getting in over here where this very low volume node is as a retest. And I want to see that selling pressure continue to the downside. There we go. That's good. Where's our market pulse? Good, 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 good. Nice. It's a nice move right there, guys. 30 seconds. Yeah, not looking good for the sells. Buyers are pretty weak though too. Moving my stop loss. I'm going to probably just get out of this. There's no point in risking anything right now. Let's see, give me a dump maybe? Dump first and then I'll dip. Okay, aggressive selling. Get out right there. A little scalp, just a little scalp. Because I didn't like that 5 minute. 5 minutes of like a basing. It looks like it wants to continue higher here. SMNQ, 7 points. SMN. What do you mean SMNQ? I'm sorry. Like sold? The selling volume is getting a bit weaker over here, but again, there's very little buying volume to hold us. But I wouldn't really look for any shorts anymore. Shorts keep failing. Short MNQ. 677 plus 7 points and 24 points. Oh, okay, taking a few trades. Gotcha. Good stuff, Amity. Good job. Awesome. How about you guys? Concerned Trader, Blackfoot, DJE. Yo, what's up, DJE? Welcome to the community. KT, what's up? You guys take any trades today? Oh, and I gotta remember to put, for Frank the Tank in the main chat, I wanted to put the link to some Apex videos for him. Apex Trader. Oh, why don't I just go to the playlist? I'll send the playlist. So buyers, sellers, there's an imbalance. There's not an imbalance right now, actually. The market's pretty balanced, right? We're very range bound right now. We're very tight price action. We're not looking for any trades here. We do see, though, our equities. Microsoft's trying to push lower. Apple got pretty weak. Weighted index is trying to push lower, too, which is a bearish sign for the NASDAQ. There's some selling pressure. There's the aggressive selling pressure. But it's keep getting bought up. I do almost want to take this short, but I don't want to get in short just for it to pop up on me. So we're just gonna wait. And if it does go short and it does go in our direction, then we miss the trade and that's okay. Right now we don't have much confirmation on this. We did reject this high though. So this is sort of like what gold gave us. It rejected the high, then it looked like it was struggling, and then it continued. We're gonna wait and see. That looks good to continue lower. Look at the aggressive sell bubbles. I would get in. I'm not pulling the trigger on that right now, but it looks okay to go short on NASDAQ. But again, the biggest issue is all these sell bubbles every time it gets a pullback. But now we see we're trying to make these lower highs. We are trying to push lower, just in this recent price action. Alright. Got that over. I'm going to send that link also to YouTube, so you guys have it. So you guys check that out, guys, if you want to get into futures trading but don't want to put a lot of your own capital into it. Check out Apex Trader videos, the YouTube link. It's a playlist. There's one video, tips and tricks on how to pass a funded account, and a couple other videos. I think there's one just a Apex Trader review and a Apex Trader webinar where we had one of the people over at Apex come join us. Let's see. Gold's been strong, without a doubt. Maybe look for this on gold. NQ, I don't know if we'll get this pullback. Silver's popping up. This is still NASDAQ over here, NASDAQ strength. Now is this an, remember I was looking for an inverse, the hangman candle. You know, we pop up above it first, we reject and then push lower. That setup would look something like this. If we do start to get that, I might take that trade. No, why would it fill me up there? I was putting the limit order right here and it filled me up there. So this might just turn into an instant stop loss because of that. So I'm going to move my stop a little bit because the fill was garbage. But it's funny, the fill was garbage, but it filled me higher on a short, which is usually better. But I didn't want to get filled until it broke that candle open. So it sort of screwed me in that sense. Yeah. Yep. That's alright. Trading View gave it to me on that one.
Bull flag on NQ here.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking too, is these buyers were trying to hold this. That's why I didn't want to get filled till we broke that bottom if we were going to create that move, but whatever.
Now, there are a number of imbalance fair value gaps that they left behind. So,
Yeah.
we're looking forward to closing those.
Yeah, right.
Pairs here.
I'm gonna go along here, and I'm gonna go along here, and then I'm gonna go along here.
Hey, there you go. That's your plan.
That's the plan, man. Every long till it works. No, I'm just kidding.
And look at that bear bull flag breaking out.
Yeah, that's nice, man. I wish I didn't, for whatever reason, I didn't see this bullish fair value gap in this zone. I guess I really should have, because that would have been a way better long entry than trying to counter trend trade that shit short. Definitely shouldn't have counter trend traded. Always never worth it. I mean, that would have been a way better setup. That would have been an entry and then right to TP type of thing. Great buying pressure.
Trade of 8 today is not doing its magic
I got 25 points on that on the way up.
Nice, man. Good work. Good work. That's great work. A little 30, 40 point move. You got 25 of those? That's awesome.
Now the flag fails and we go back to 25.47.
I don't know, man. Buyers have been ridiculous today. I feel like that's me trying to take this long, thinking we might have momentum. Stop loss if we just get weak. Just gonna wait right here on this. I want us above that 704, 705. Might wick me out. That's aggressive seller right there, negative 130. I'm gonna get right out. I said I'm gonna get out if it got weak. I'm right out. Tight. Hitting this area of support right now. Oh, big seller. Said gotcha. It said I gotcha. I still have more trust in the longs. Sellers haven't started to step up on ES yet. If that negative 25 starts to flip, probably go long, but we're gonna wait. Because now this is tough going long, right? Because now we're not waiting for an entry. We're just sort of getting it and hoping for the best. And that's not how we trade. Not how we do it. If we hold that, you know, with some good buying pressure, we could probably look for a good push. Let's see. Got a new 5-minute candle right there. Good buying volume. See, that looks, in my opinion, looks good for a breakout and continuation, but I want to be extra careful. Because now we are getting some resistance on ES. We do have a little bit of resistance on NQ. The 5-minute, 5 minutes does still look bullish though. And look at all these imbalances, just like Ironclad mentioned, those imbalances down there. Selling pressure is starting to pick up on ES. Not the strongest of selling pressure. We have 4 minutes left in this 5 minute. Price action wise, it looks good to go long on the 1 minute because we're holding that fair value gap. But look, see the volume just dumped right through it. And that was this. This was helping with that. If I saw buying pressure, would have grabbed along. Didn't see buying pressure. Only time I'll scalp is with Bookmap and with buying pressure or selling pressure. I love moving a whole zone when I don't mean to. Look at all the different gaps we've been making. I really want to look at the 5 minute. Negative 89, negative 92. Sellers are definitely getting a bit more aggressive down here. But every buyer needs a seller. Oh, yep, there's some more selling. 5 minute looks like it does want to push higher, but these ones have been dropping. Looking at Bookmap to see if we could see any potential buying volume if it steps in. Starting to step in there a bit. 46, okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. That negative 18's throwing me off a bit, or I would try to take this along here. 5 minutes definitely saying go long. It's those negatives that are throwing me off. If we didn't have any of that selling delta, I'd be going long. But the sellers are trying to bring us lower. There we go. There, we'll give that one more shot. But I mean, scalping it has been a bit more difficult. But we're going to go to the upside on this. We're long on NASDAQ, one contract. At 686 it filled me. I like that buyers were trying to step in here. Remember, buyers have been taking control all day today. Nice, nice, nice. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Again, it was the 5 minute that kept me bullish because I know that we could create a long lower wick, but the 5 minute looked like it did want to continue. Good buying pressure coming in there again at 70 right there, 77. Nice, love that, love that, love that. A minute left. Great buy bubbles too, so good aggressive volume. Sellers are trying. Sellers trying to hold us back. Sellers are giving it their all. But hopefully their all isn't enough. 1 minute, 5 minute. Staying patient right now. Look at that. Very low selling pressure on that dip. There we go. Flipped green. Like to see that. Want to see if these buyers can continue this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Guys, book map, heat map, footprint. Love it. Negative 12 just popped up. Not a fan of that, but that 41's pretty good. Oh, yep. See that again? I'm a little weak here. Definitely having a bit of trouble. How's the 5 minute look? Close in 10 seconds. There we go. 52. Give me a good buyer. Good grief. Charlie Brown. Yeah, I might get out of this. I'm not a fan.
I'm going to call on everyone. Kevin, appreciate your help, man.
Yo, absolutely, dude. Have a great weekend.
You too as well. Thank you.
Absolutely. Be well. There we go. There we go. NASDAQ 52 on that. 64. Boom. 30s, 40s. Aggressive buying. This is what we want to see. Ooh, pulling back though. Not what we want to see. But price was being accepted at those highs for the moment. We're going to be patient on this long. If we pop back up, I'll get out. I'm not a fan of that negative 107 right there. Yeah. Let's see. I'm still in. I'm looking for us to push up from here. Really want to see this seller trap. The negative 43, right? So it flipped, starting to get... that's definitely more aggressive sellers down here than buyers at the moment. We're going to be patient. For every buyer, there is a seller. So we do have to wait and see the reaction in the market. Market has been pushing higher today, but we have made a pretty strong move already, right? So we're going to wait, be patient, follow that trend, recognize that weakness. Yeah, we're going to get out of that. That's not worth holding. Small profits, but just following the trend. Crude, gold, anything. Gold rejected the top of that supply. How's gold looking on Bookmap? How's the delta looking is what I want to know. Nope, deltas have been positive. What was the delta on ESNQ? Struggling. Deltas have been struggling on ES and NQ. But it's still making its way higher. Look at that. That's good buying volume. 112. Like I said, price acceptance at these higher levels. But the pullbacks are getting pretty wild, right? Look at these pullbacks were pretty wild. These pullbacks are pretty wild. It's good buying volume, though. Sellers aren't as strong as the buyers still. 15-minute, 30-minute, all still bullish. ES rejecting a supply and key level, that key psych 5900 level. I almost want to give it a shot long there, but you see how these buyers just aren't really picking up too much? I really want to see them fly. But they keep failing. Right, so volume analysis over price analysis, candlestick analysis. Negative 60 there, 42, 30. I don't know. It's obviously I do still feel bullish, but it's definitely getting a bit weaker. It's having more trouble on these moves. And if we're looking at the delta, delta's been more to the bear side. Even though we're pushing higher, this delta, there we go. That's what we want to say. No, but still struggling. You see that? The delta was trying to get higher, but the buyers were still weak, and we failed. It's almost like a flag again. Two seconds for the 5 to close. Didn't give the 5 that a lot of people were expecting. Definitely more selling pressure, and remember that delta's been red. CVD has been green, but been trying to push lower on this grind higher. Did the 30 just close? What time is it? 10:35. The 4 hour, it does have a bottom wick. No good setups right now. Everything, crude oil's beyond choppy. Dollar's trying to pop. Gold is gold. And yeah, that is about where we're at right now, guys. We had that great trade on gold earlier, really good trade. Really good entry. It was a bit of a bad exit in the sense that we got out a bit early. What was that other good trade we took? Was it NASDAQ? Trying to remember. We scalped NASDAQ a bit. What was it? You get to the point where you don't even know, you don't even remember what you're trading. There we go. Selling pressure stepping in. -50, -30, -30. All these negatives, right? The buyers, every time buyers tried to step in, it was just every other, and it was very inconsistent. Now sellers are trying to step in. Let's see. Buyers trying to flip it. Buyers always trying to flip it today. At a key level on the VIX. The question is this a key level or key area, right? Do we want to expect to move higher on the VIX to bring us lower on NASDAQ and ES, or is this a key level retest to push higher, lower on the VIX, push higher on ES and Q? Now, I personally think with the volume analysis we see that we want to push lower. But we're going to wait a little bit for a second. 86, let's see. VWAP is way over here. Deltas have been very negative. Let's see. I'm thinking. I almost want to try a short here, but I feel like it's a major red flag that the shorts have been failing. But I also feel like the volume's still been more bearish, so it's hard. Oh, boo. It's hard to argue that. See if we can get a fill on this. Not the best fill. But we'll look for that. 5-minute sell diversion is going to be a good short here. Alright, cool. Yeah, look at the volume. There we go. There we go. Nice. Good momentum. Remember, people are going to be quicker to hit that sell button. Do quick stop hunt. Beautiful selling pressure right there. Not much follow through. There we go. Nvidia selling off too. Weighted index is weak. A minute left in the 5-minute. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Beautiful. Great trade. Great. There we go. And it's going to wick right back up. I'm just kidding. Well, maybe. Ha. Wow, yeah, those buyers just took everything out. Hold up. Wait a minute. This level where we're at right now, we need to hold this to continue back lower. I'm moving my stop loss to the open of this candle right here. 18 seconds left. Those buyers really did take a lot of that out, but I want to see us continue back lower, this -166 to hold around 680. 7 seconds left. Buyers got very aggressive on that pullback. We closed below it. It might stop hunt me to the open of that previous candle though, because this volume is getting back green, and we just trapped a lot of buyers, right? So sellers, I should say, right? Everybody trying to chase that. Just a quick little stop right there. Again, paper cut, but we saw that it looked good, and then buyers quickly came in and flipped all the delta. Delta was still red, but that was a huge stop hunt that is necessary for the market, right? It needs fuel to continue. Trex, what did you see that you said short? So you said short as well. Trex on YouTube. Weighted index new high a day. I'm feeling more bullish on this. We were able to flip our bias, right? But I'm not jumping in. Oh, that looks good. 104, 110, 112. That delta's pushing up. Sort of hezzy a bit. Very tough call right here. Don't need to be in a trade. We don't need to be in a trade. We missed this 5-minute long entry. We would have been able to target new high a day, and that would have went right to our take profit. But we missed that. We took NQ. We took gold a bit. Did all right. 5-minute does still look bearish. You know, it stopped me out. Now I want to look how this 1 minute wants to close. I have no problem trying it one more time. I know how much I would be risking. I know where my stop loss would be. Okay, let's see if it pops up and gives me one more entry on these shorts. Looking for an entry at that candle close, 83. Okay, so it filled me. And again, if it just runs and stops me out, that's okay. I did just say I was feeling a bit more bullish after that big stop hunt. But we're still in an area of resistance. And that's what's keeping my bearish bias. But gotta remember, overall today, the price action recently we've been seeing has been bullish. $15 closes in 2 minutes, looking pretty good to the upside. Gotta see that thing dump back below this white level right there. Same with the 1 hour. If the 1 hour would close a big wick lower, that would be great. But right now, we've just been bullish today. Weighted index rejected that new high a day. Apple also a little weak. Tesla a little weak, pulling back. Meta pulling back. Microsoft chopping in a range. There's a nice push right there. But again, it's just sort of range bound at the moment. Looking for these shorts to continue on NASDAQ. Remember, last time we got down here, we got a crazy wick back higher. So we have to be careful that that imbalance doesn't come again. There we go. Strong move lower, like that selling pressure. Delta's trying to push negative. Okay, good stuff. Hourly short squeeze, so shorts might be a quick trade. Nice. Cool, cool, cool. Nice. There we go. Good push lower. Good volume following it. Love to see that. 50 seconds left in this 5 minute. I'm going to get out right there into momentum, guys. It's a huge trade. Really great get back right there. Good stuff, good stuff. Good stuff today, guys. A few nonsensical trades, but overall good stuff. And following that, what is your blue area? The blue areas, these are fair value gaps. Or I like to call them, what do I call them? Imbalances. So like, fair value gaps could be all of these, right? Because all of these created a fair value gap. An imbalance, in my opinion, would be when one doesn't create a lower wick. No, moving average. Oh, that's VWAP. That's VWAP. Yeah, I don't use moving averages. I only use VWAP. Look at that. We're close to this 5 minute fair value gap again.
Very nice.
That was a nice sell candle right there. But again, remember the chopping, the wicks, everything. Crude oil trying to reject the supply zone right now around 71.20. Remember, it rejected that 61% on the fib tool too. And that was yesterday's previous range. So that's a pretty good, that would have been an interesting area to take some shorts. Let me look at our footprint chart. That shows us the bid versus the ask. 71.40 up here. There's a heavy buyer, some resistance, and we did reverse. Then the next time we came into it, it was very weak. So right, that would have probably been a sign to take crude if we were watching crude at that level. I should probably figure out a way to get, so when obviously NQES VIX I have on this chart, and then the other tab we have crude, the dollar, gold, and silver, but I should get away, I have 4 monitors. The top one is the equities, This one is the one that we're streaming on right now. And then the other one is execution, and the other one is the streaming tab, like the actual Discord, YouTube, and all that stuff. Good selling pressure again there. Remember, the delta's been bearish, right? Delta's been negative for since 10:30. Since 10:30, this second red candle, the delta has been bearish. And what have we been getting because of that? A push lower. A bit of a choppy push lower, but still a push lower. I started trading Bullishbrs 2017. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Dan and them. Yeah, I remember them. They're cool. They're cool. Yeah, now it's me, Sig still, Jeremy, and Creed is still around as well. Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, now it's me. I'm streamer Monday and Friday. Always trying to keep it active in the main chat. If anybody's got questions, they could always reach out. And, yeah, Sig is cool. Sig's a smart guy, man. So look, what do I always say when we're between two zones? We're in between a rock and a hard place, right? We have a lot of resistance, selling pressure, the delta's been bearish, but now we're coming into some support. This 5-minute imbalance held as support over here a couple times and gave us a new high of day. Now the question is, does the market history want to repeat itself and give us another high of day after hitting this zone again? Or do we want to break through this zone finally with the delta and selling pressure we have? Very, very strong selling pressure on the ES. I would definitely probably go short before going long again. But right now, without any type of break or a stronger confirmation, I would not take this. Because what could look one direction for 1 minute could look different in the next minute. But right now, I'm just waiting. Where's the VIX at? The VIX is trying to push back higher. Bearish. Crude with the dump. Cool on crude. We'll keep an eye on crude for potential short entry. Good selling volume right there, guys. Again, I would be looking for shorts here. I think we're going to break this zone, not hold it. But I'm not going to take any shorts here. You know, go short down here. Where's yours? Ooh. I guess that's the benefits of Bookmap. But look at the volume, the volatility that just kicked in. That was wild. Now we're wicking the top, or I should say the bottom of the supply zone where it says 6 hour, where I have it marked out. Now these act as key levels. So again, I wouldn't look to go short at this level. If anything, I would be looking for people to get trapped and go long at that level. That's a key level I have. We're above a key level. So before it was resistance. Now that we're above it, it becomes support. And I trust my key levels more than I do any fair value gap. So depending on how we close here, if we do get a strong 5-minute close, I might take this long on NASDAQ for a new high of day. But 9 seconds left, the sellers are looking more strong at the moment. Oh, there we go. Yo, come on. Oh, I'm telling you, that does look good for longs. I must say. This is going to be the setup I'm looking for. I'm going to take it. Because now we have all these trapped sellers down here, and buyers stepped in with momentum and volume. That was a huge trap. Need the 5-minute sell to fully pay out. I don't know, man. We're hitting this key level over here. Buyers have been pretty strong. Me personally, I wanted to see us come into this imbalance around 20,517. But I don't know if we're going to get that. If we do, that'd be great. There we go. Some good selling right there. We're just going straight off of, you know, what we see on the chart, what we see in the volume on the book map and the footprint right now, right? That's confirming what we're seeing or canceling out what we're seeing. How's the 15 look? 15 closes in 8.5 minutes. 30 closes in 8.5 minutes too. The 30 just hit this 30-minute imbalance as well, right? So would love to see us close above this blue level. Okay, there's some selling pressure right into where I would want to enter. Now I want to see how we react on this. Look at the selling, -50, -20s, -30s, -50s again. Definitely better selling than it was buying before. So right tricks, you might be onto that with that sell. But let's see. Best time to buy is when others are selling. Best time to sell is when others are buying. But we don't have a lower wick on this 5 minute just yet. And now we do. Oh wait. And now we do. I'll give that long a shot with the stop loss at the bottom of this fair value gap. I'm looking for momentum higher. And if we fail, that just means sellers are still stronger right now, and that's okay. We just stop out. Really looking for that key level hold on that 1 hour supplies on this key level right here. Want to see good buying pressure. Without good buying volume, we're not going anywhere. There we go. Positive 40 delta, positive 30 delta. Beautiful. Positive 60 delta, positive 20. Awesome. Marvelous. Want to see that. Positive 50. Give me that good buying pressure. Don't flip it on me. Don't tread on me. No, I'm just kidding. Nice, beautiful, beautiful. Price confirming what I see, but this -106 is very strong as resistance around 660. That's where we just rejected. Very strong level right there. If I saw that a second sooner, I maybe would have turned this into a scalp. 15 though closes in 6.5 minutes. 30 closes in 6.5 minutes. The 30 is what I'm really interested in. If the 30 could break higher and even close above this blue level on the 30 minute, that would be huge for the longs, because that could be a potential basing candle before another continuous rally candle. But I am being careful. The selling pressure is obviously still stronger than the buying right now. We're trying to hold this level, staying patient in these long positions. My stop loss is at the bottom of the fair value gap. And I would like to see new high of day on this. But if we stop out, we'll probably go to this area or go to VWAP or something. But right now I need to see this volume node, this -106, this 20,660. I need to see buyers take that out. Need to. Alright, be good, Amity. Be good. Have a great day. Have a good weekend. There we go. Buyers trying to step in. That -106 is still red. Big red flag. Big red flag. Gotta be careful on this. 10 seconds for the 5 to close. I'm going to be patient on this. And look at this, guys. ES also hit that key level I was talking about. The bottom of a supply zone. It wicked it to a T. So I'm going to be patient on this. This is my stop loss. If it stops me out, it stops me out. New high at day's target. Really want to break above this 20,660 level. Again, without that, it is looking more likely for the bears. But Delta is trying to push green. I will say Delta was -120 on that last candle. That was way stronger than -880, but it is still bearish. We do have to remember that. Yeah, not looking ideal on the longs. Stop loss is the bottom of the fair value gap. So we're just going to hold. My trade setup is a test of the key level after breaking a fair value gap. closing back above it, entering at the fair value gap with a stop loss at the bottom. Target the new high. Very fat seller on ES right now. Heavy seller, heavy seller. Same with NQ, still finding that selling pressure. I'm just staying patient on this. If it hits my stop loss, it hits my stop loss. Okay, this is trying to flip green now. Let's be patient on this. Let's wait. It's still looking better on the sell side. I'm just going to trust my stop loss, trust my entry, and trust my setup. And again, if it doesn't work, then I know how much I'm risking on this trade. It's not going to blow my account if I lose one trade. And it shouldn't blow your account if you lose one trade either. It shouldn't blow your account if you lose 3 trades. How do you like them apples? Selling pressure stepping in. Weighted index is trying to pull back too. Definitely a little worrisome that we might stop hunt me and then continue. But if it does, then so what? We just stop hunt anybody who had their stop loss at the previous 5 minutes, so that's a good sign. But we really want to see us hold the bottom of the fair value gap. That selling pressure, that ticking away is not helping. What's VIX doing? VIX still trying to push higher. It's bearish. But it's almost testing that previous day low, right, to go back lower, which would be bullish. So I really want to be patient on this. Weighted index is weak. Minute 50 left. Remember, it could flip. It's got time to flip. It's got time to drop. It's got time to pop. When we have a minute 50 left in a 5 minute, it could do whatever it wants. There we go. Trust the process. Trust the system. Good buying volume on that. This is a good pop. This is what I wanted to see. Minute 30 left. Good volume on that right there. Aggressive buyer with the volume bubble. Again, though, this is a crucial area. 20,660. Huge area. Nice. There we go, buyers. Let's go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, they're pulling these orders. This level's not heavy anymore. They pulled those orders. If we could break that and flip that, I'll take that retest and add a contract. Good volume coming in. Good positive delta. Again, look at that positive 400 delta. Nice, nice. Guys, huge. Huge. Look at this. There we go. Trust the setup. I love it. I love it. Gonna be patient. Can't celebrate too soon. Could still pull back. Could still stop out. We know the market could do whatever it wants. But I like that we broke that level. I like the buying delta. $12 seconds left. We're getting choppy. Anybody who tried to take that breakout is getting worried. Anybody who entered here, or entered over, where did I enter? Yeah, entered was right on the fair value gap, stop loss at the bottom. We ain't stressing a little pullback. No way, no sir, no how, no what. Boom, boom, boom. Come on, NASDAQ, you know you want to continue. Let's go make a new high a day. We're above previous high a day. We are bullish. Weighted index pushing higher. There we go. Nice pump on weighted index right there. Apple new high a day. Microsoft strong. Love that. Want to see that. Perfect. Nice. Beautiful. Great, great, great. Great, great stuff. Oh my goodness, guys. Great stuff. Good trade. Good trade so far. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. The delta is still bullish, but it's getting a bit lower in volume. Coming back to this area of support. I said I would add if we retested that one more time. I'm not going to. I lied. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I'm not going to. Weighted index is struggling a little bit too, so I want to be a bit careful. But I want to really see if this setup wants to play out. More aggressive buying delta. But the sellers are keep trying to step in. I might turn this into a scalp off the worry that we are still in a supply zone, guys. So let's see how we want to react. We got 3:30 left on the 5-minute. Negative 90 right there. Same spot that negative was at before, but we had a positive on it now. So again, it's a little tough, a little tricky to say right here. I'm going to move my stop loss up to this pivot low right over here. So it's a bit of an even less stress of a type of trade. There we go. 3 minutes left. Good buying pressure. Microsoft's pushing higher. Not near a new high a day yet. Apple's near a new high a day. There we go, NASDAQ. Come on, give me that buying pressure on the market pulse. Again, it's just sort of chopping around. I'm not a big fan of that. But I really do want to let the 5 close. Very, very important to let the 5 close. But the weighted index is rejecting. Again, just such a red flag. Yeah, NVIDIA rejecting, that's a big red flag, guys. Let's be careful on this trade right here. Delta's trying to push back red. Come on, push green. We're going to be patient. Just keep an eye on it. Still have my stop loss, still have my TP. We ain't stressing. It hits one or it hits the other. I know how much both of them will give me or take from me. As should you. And if you're in too heavy where the stop loss, if it hits your stop, your account's blown, shouldn't be in that trade to begin with. Not a fan at all of this selling, but remember that buying was very strong that last 5-minute candle. That 1055 right there was very strong. Oh yeah, is it new hourly? Oh shit. Yeah, that hourly's screaming bearish in my opinion. We're gonna wait for this 5 to close. But that hourly's a big red flag. It looks like it wants to sell off. It looks like it's creating a basing candle before it sells off. So we're letting the 5 close. If it wants to pop up, we got 1:12 left for the 5 to close. Really want a strong move here. I'm second guessing new high of day as a target because of how that hourly looks. If it gives me good volume, good buying pressure for this last 50 seconds, and ES could break back above this broken supply zone too, that would be ideal. If we don't, we'll most likely stop out. Let's see, these sellers keep trying to step in. Weighted index, I need the weighted index to push higher too. 36 seconds left. Really getting some rejection, really getting some selling pressure. Delta's -20 right now, -18. Not too strong to the downside on the Delta. 23 seconds left. Looking for a pop here. Not a drop. But it's not looking good for the pops. Yeah, Apple pulling back from a new high a day. 10 seconds left. I'm telling you, that hourly did look bearish. Want to be crazy patient on this. Try to get out at some type of high or something. Maybe we get out up here. Alright, screw that. We're not playing games right now. We're going to get out right there. Because the hourly, if the hourly wasn't so bearish, I would have definitely held this trade to TP or to stop loss. But because the hourly gave me a long upper wick, this tells me there's a lot of trapped buyers if we want to continue lower. Now my supply zones and demand zones look like a basing candle like this one, and then a strong drop right after. So that's why I'm hesitant on taking these longs. Now the 15-minute, however, looks like it wants to create a demand zone over this broken supply. So it's really giving me signs of both right now. And I guess that's sort of also why I wanted to get out of that trade. It's like if it's telling me both, then that's a little too much risk for me, right? Then I might as well flip a coin and take whichever direction it lands on. So if that's the case, we're not flipping coins, we're not gambling. Get out. Alright guys, YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I just noticed the camera's down again. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Discord, you guys too. Hope you guys were able to cash out with me today. It was a great day. And yeah, any questions, hit me up, let me know. I want to get some accountability groups and sessions going. That'll be pretty cool. Any questions, you guys hit me up on what's it called? Hit me up on Instagram for now, kevin.futures. Take care, happy trading, and it does actually look like it does want to hit that high a day. You know, again, my setup was a rejection of a fair value gap, right? So a broken fair value gap to stop people out who were going long in it. But then a key level test, which would be this key level right here, this 20,624. Then my entry would be, once we close back above the fair value gap, my entry would be the fair value gap, and stop loss would be the low. And that's the trade that I took. That was a really nice trade. It did not stop out. It was pretty clean. All right, on that note, take care, everybody. Have a great weekend.